Citations. In this section, we're going to cover what is a citation, the benefits of citations for local SEO, and just as a hint, they are super beneficial indeed. We're going to look at how to perform a citation audit. This is very handy and you definitely need to know this, as if you have incorrect citations, they can actually do more harm than good to your local SEO campaign. So knowing how to do an audit, spot these and fix these is essential. We're going to look at how to build a citation from scratch. We're also going to cover how to steal your competition citations. So if all of the people you're competing with on page one have, let's say, citations on 50 different websites, we're going to look at exactly how to see all these citations and how to build them for your website too. The idea is if all the websites on page one have A, B, and C, to be on page 1, 2, you also need A, B, and C. We're going to look at how to outsource the whole process. So if you don't fancy doing this yourselves, maybe you're short on time or you just find the whole process of building citations tedious, I'm going to show you a company who you can outsource the whole process to and make it completely hands-off. What is a citation? A citation is an online reference to your business's name, address, and phone number on an external website, which we refer to as a NAP, which is a name, the address, and a phone number. As you'll see from the image below, we have a screenshot from manta.com, which if you didn't know, is actually a local business directory. In this screenshot, you will see we have a listing 4-level finish, and in our listing, we have our business name, we have our address, and we have our phone number mentioned. These are all the 3 elements that make up a citation, which as discussed is a name, the address, and the phone number, which as you should know by now is what we call the NAP. It's good to note we also have our website listed here below. However, that doesn't form part of citation. It's only the name, the address, and the phone number. The information on a citation needs to match exactly how it's shown on our GMB listing. That is super important. We want to make sure all our citations are consistent. If you have different information, such as a different address on one of your citations, what happens is that you can end up confusing Google as to where you're actually based, which only ends up leading to you struggling to appear for local search terms in your area. There's 2 types of citations you can have. The first is what we call structured citations. So these are your typical citations and they have the layout in the correct structure and the correct order, which is a name, the address, and the phone number. The second type of citation is what we refer to as an unstructured citation. So this would be all the same details, but in a different structure. So as you can see from the text on the right, we have the name first, followed by the phone number, and then the address. As this isn't laid out in the correct structure, a citation of this sort will carry less weight. They aren't useless, they definitely do have some value, however they're not as strong as a standard structured citations. As a result, we really want to be making sure we focus on the normal structured citations, as these are the ones that have the most oomph for our business. The rest of this training is all geared towards securing those exact citations. I've got another example of some citations, 3 of them being incorrect. In the first one, you'll see we have the correct NAP. We have the name, which is Casey's NAP cleaning service. We have the address, and then we have the phone number. In the citation on the right, you can see the phone number is completely wrong. Instead of being 555, 555, quadruple 5, we have 555, 222, and then quadruple 3. So this is the wrong phone number. So this is what we refer to as an incorrect citation. This is the type of citation which ends up confusing Google. In this citation, you see we have the wrong company name. So again, this would confuse Google. And in the last citation, you can see we have the wrong address. So we have Mountain View Lane instead of 555 South Street. So again, this citation will go against you in your marketing efforts. You want to make sure you are building the correct citations, as these are the ones which will get you higher up in the map pack section. The benefits of citations for local SEO. As discussed in the last video, when it comes to local SEO, citations are super important. They help tell Google exactly where you're located, which then in return increases the chances of Google returning your listing for local searches. Moz, a local SEO software company, state that citations from well-established sites help increase the degree of certainty the search engines have about your business's contact information, which makes complete sense. Having your address on your website isn't enough. You can't just tell Google you're based at location ABC and that's that. You need to convince Google you're based at where you say you are and to the point that they have no doubt. And the best way to achieve this is by building local citations. The 3 citation categories. There's 3 main categories of citations you should be building for your business. And before I get into each one, it's vital I mention that all 3 categories are your typical structured citations. As discussed in the last video, these structured ones are the ones you want to be focusing on. The first category of citation is what we call a generic citation. So these would be your standard directory citations on sites such as Yelp.com. The second category is what we refer to as a niche relevant citation. So these would be citations on directories that are relevant to your niche and your industry. The last category of citation is what we call Geo Relevant Citations, geo as in geographical area. These are citations on directories which are only for specific locations, such as the city you are targeting. You want to make sure you're building out all three types of citations, as if you're only building one and two, you won't have the most effective local campaign. In the video where I walk you through how to build a citation, I will show you live examples of each citation category. In this video, I'm going to show you how to perform a citation audit for your website. So before we even get into it, I want to explain that there's a couple of ways you can do this. The first is a manual method where you physically search for all the citations you have out there on Google. And the second is you use a tool called Bright Local, which kind of automates the whole process. So before we even do any of those two processes, let's start here with your business details. So I'm going to include the spreadsheet as part of a downloadable attachment, a part of this section in the course. You simply need to fill it in. So we have your business name, your address, your city and state, and your zip code, phone, and your website. So these details right here, they need to match exactly what it says on your Google My Business listing. So if we go back to the Google My Business listing, just to make sure. So we've got level finish right here, which I've put down as the business name. Again, it doesn't really matter if I have a capital letter here or not. Again, you should have it exactly as so I'm going to change that now. The address is going to be 510 Oliver Hill Way, just to make sure it's exactly the same. 510 Oliver Hill Way. Then I've got Richmond and Virginia for the second part. I've got Richmond and Virginia here. The zip code is 23219, just to make sure it's the same, 23219. Then I have the phone number down here, which is 804-393-9283, which is exactly what I've got right here. The last element is the website, so just make sure this is actually the website that's linked in your Google My Business listing. To make sure, you can just right-click website, copy link address, go to the spreadsheet, delete that one, and then paste it over. And as you'll see, it's exactly the same one. So this is where you want to be starting. So if we start off with the manual way, all we need to do is go over to Google and Google the business name in the location the business is based. So if I type in level finish, Richmond, Virginia, this is just telling Google to bring back all the information about level finish in Richmond in Virginia. The reason I want to include the location is because if we don't, we can just put in level finish like so. There could be another business out there which is called level finish, and we might get results which are not accurate. So the best thing to do is to always put in the whole business name and the location. So if you start scrolling through page one, you'll see you've got the actual website at the top. We've got the about page. We've got the levelfinish.business.site, which if you remember correctly, will be the site we made in the G&B section of the course earlier on, which you can see this part right here. If you keep on scrolling down, you'll see we've got a listing on Manta, which is a citation website. So let's open this. We've got one on MapQuest. We've got City FOS right here. So what we're looking at right now, these are all citations. So we don't need to look at all of them. I'll do one as an example. So let's close these two because it's slowing the computer down a little bit. Let's look at manta.com. So you can see manta.com, I've got level finish, I've got the address, I've got the phone number, and I've got the website. So what you need to do is make sure this is exactly how it is listed on your Google My Business listing. So the easy way to do this is to go over to the spreadsheet. If we go to Citation Sources, so in this tab, you want to start listing all the citations you found. So the first website we found is manta.com. The business name on Manta is level finish. So we'll just copy and paste that in there. Don't worry about this for now. You can sort the formatting after, or to be fair, you can just copy it here and it'll keep the formatting, makes it a little bit easier. The address as listed on Manta will be all of this part. So it would actually just be the beginning part. So let's just paste it up there for ease. Let's just take this. 510 Oliver Hill Way, go back to the spreadsheet, paste that in there, the city and states and the zip code. So that will be Richmond, Virginia up there. Oh, to be fair, we've got it up here already. So we'll take that, go back to the spreadsheet, and we'll paste that in so like so. Phone number will be listed on the website. So again, that will just be this part. Go back to the spreadsheet and paste that in there. Like so. Links to, so what does this link to? If we click visit website, you'll see it actually links to, I'm pretty sure it should be the homepage. You'll automatically be directed to level finish. So yeah, this is the URL we get directed to. So all we want to do is just make sure we copy that and add it to the spreadsheet. Issues we'll come back to at a later date. URL of the live listing. So this is the URL of the actual citation. So we can simply go back to manta.com where we found that. Just refresh that so we get the URL back. Once it's loaded, we want to copy that, go back to the spreadsheet, and then paste it in. So what you want to do is go through all the citations you find on Google. So I'd actually end up listing this one, this community, go through all of the pages to find all the citations. A little trick you can do as well, if you're a big business and you have loads of citations, you've done some in the past, you might want to change your search results to show 100 per page. So at the moment, there's going to be 10 listings on one page, so there's a lot of pages to go through. You can actually go up here to settings, and then go to search settings, and then results per page. You can actually bring this up to 100, just like so. Just bear in mind, it will make your computer a little bit slower, and then click save. Your preference has been saved, which is fine. Yes, I'm not a robot. Click verify, done. I'm not a robot. There you go. Clearly, I'm not a robot. So essentially, this will now give me 100 results per page. So it saves me opening page 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can see there's only 2 pages here. So what we're going to do is go through all of the listings that come back for searching for your business, list all of them in that spreadsheet. Once you've done that, you want to detect any issues. So this is simply double checking the information that is listed on the citation source against what you have in the business details. So for example, business name is Level Finish. Citation source says Level Finish, absolutely fine. The address is 510 Oliver Hill Way. The address on the business details is 510 Oliver Hill Way. So that is absolutely fine. City and state is Richmond, Virginia. This is the zip code 23219. Just double check it's the same here, Richmond, Virginia, 23219 it is. Phone number, again, just double cross check that with the phone number here. The website, make sure we have the home page listed, levelfinish.com, which we do indeed. So issues, there's actually no issues for this, none. This is the live URL of the listing if you want to refer to it at a later date. So that is essentially how we do a manual audit of all the citations. If you want to find a shortcut way or a way to expedite this, you can use this tool called Bright Local. I'll just close this and show you this now. So Bright Local, they give you a free 14-day trial. 2 weeks should be more than enough to do a citation audit and find out any inconsistencies. So do sign up for a 14-day free trial. You don't need any credit card, so you won't get automatically billed at the end of the 14 days if you forget to cancel. So sign up, I've already done it. And once you sign up, you get to this page and you simply want to follow it through step by step. So first thing you're going to do is click single location business, as that's what you want. Thanks, now let's go to your locations. You can either import your Google My Business listing or you can find your business details. I found from experience it's best just to find your business details. It's much easier. So let's go for this one. Search for your business. So you put in our business name. So Level Finish. It's found it right here. Let's select that. Use this location. Now what this will do, this will bring all the information in from your Google My Business listing. However, do just double check the information is correct. As you can see straight away, the business category has changed to furniture store, which I'm not sure why. So let's put that back what it actually is, which is a flooring contractor, the same as it is on my Google My Business listing. Just check they've got the same city and town in there. The phone number is right. You've got the state, zip code, the website. Just check everything is okay before we click Let's Get Tracking. If it's all good, then go ahead and click Lock and Load. So what this will do now, this will pull all the information in from our Google My Business listing, and then it will populate and display all the information in a dashboard. So instead of me letting you sit here and watch this bar load, I'll do some magic and fast forward the video. Before you know it, it will be done. Right, and just like that, it is done. So for these steps, you can simply skip the last 3. You don't need to do these at all. So click skip. Skip this, and we can skip this. Great, now take me to my location dashboard. Let's give that a click as well. So this will now create a dashboard of all the results. This will take some time to load the information as well. So what we need to look at is this part right here, citation. So currently what Bright Local is doing is searching the web, just as we've done it in the manual version. And it's looking for all the citations out there, and it's going to list down any which it finds are incorrect, which are fine, and give us a total count as well. So this will take a bit of time. It does take up to 5 minutes. So what I'll do is I'll do a bit more magic on the video, forward it, and I'll be back, and it'll be done. Right, and just like that, we're back. So you can see the citation report is now fully completed. It's given me a score of 48 out of 100. It's found 31 live citations. Out of the citations it's found, 31, there's no errors at all, which is really good. We can click View Full Report to get a bit more information about that. And you'll see it should list all the citations below. So it's actually found 15 in total, sorry. There you go back, and 14 of them are correct. You can see, scroll down, these are all the ones it's found. It's found Foursquare, MapQuest, which is one we saw on a brief search earlier. It's found Brown Book. It's found, city squares, so on and so on and so on. So we can see straight away. So we're able to grab the site. You can try refreshing that details now. For some reason that hasn't loaded. We give that a refresh. You do get a few errors coming in every now and then, but don't worry about it. You can just refresh it like this. But essentially you can see it's found all these citations. It's listed there, the address, the postcode and the phone number, and they all match up, so there's no issues at all. So that is how you perform a citation audit. What I'll do as well, I will link to Bright Local in the description below, so you can sign up for your 14 free-day trial and run a manual automatic citation audit on your website and your GMB listing. Just to add to that, for some reason the Google directory listing was not loading properly. I had to refresh it. I've just refreshed it now and the details have populated with no issues at all. So if you do get any issues, no worries, just give it a refresh and things should be fine. Okay, see you in the next lesson. There's 3 types of citations you need to know about. The first are what we call generic citations. So these are mentions of your business on generic directories, such as Yellow Pages and Yelp.com, for example. The second type are what we call niche relevant citations. So these are mentions of your business on niche relevant directories. So with Level Finish, we are a flooring company. So we're a flooring contractor, do all types of flooring. So as a result, getting them listed on Alliance would count as a niche relevant citation. So if you're a plumber, you want to go out and find plumbing directories. If you're a builder, you want to go out and find construction directories, and so on and so on. The third and final type of citation is what we call a Geo Relevant Citation. So geo as in geographical, as in a physical location. So what you want to do is find directories in your local city. So as Level Finish is targeting Richmond in Virginia, what I've done is I found a Richmond business directory. So if you're based in New York, you want to find a New York business directory. The way to find that is just go into Google and you simply just type in New York business directory. I'll actually show you, and what Google will return is tons of business directories for New York. So you've got one there, one there, one there, and so on. So now you know the different type of citations you can actually have for your business. What you now want to do is go out and find citation opportunities. So the easiest way to do it is to use a tool called Bright Local. So Bright Local is the same tool I showcased earlier on in this citation section of the course. Simply go into Bright Local and then click Citation Builder. Wait for the page to load, and then you want to click Start Campaign down here on the right. And now what this will do, this will show you your existing citation. So the citations you already have for your current business. You keep on scrolling down, you'll see you have available new citations. So currently 77 citations we actually go out and get our business listed on. And if you look closely, you'll see we've got a generic directory there. We've got a niche directory. We've got another niche directory there. So it gives you a mix of both, which is really good. This is a general plus local, so that counts as a geo relevant citation as well. So it gives you a real good mix of citations. So 77 is a quite a high number. So the best thing to do is to copy these over to your spreadsheet. So if you go over to the spreadsheet, you can see I put maps.apple.com. Below that, we've got facebook.com. So again, I've already copied that across to the citation spreadsheet. Then I'll go for bing.com, go to the spreadsheet and then plug in that. So I won't do this for all 77 and bore you, but essentially what you want to do is compile a massive list of all these opportunities. And then what you want to do is work through them one by one and get your business name and obviously phone number listed on all of these websites, so you can build up more citations for your business. So do bear in mind, it's all about your NAP, your name, address, and phone number. Make sure they are consistent across all your citation opportunities out there. That way you're sure you are consistent. And it's good to note as well that as we are covering all 3 types of citations, so for example, the geo relevant, we're making it super clear to Google where we are based, which is Richmond. We are making it super clear to Google what we do, which is things to do with flooring. So this way, Google has no doubt about what we do and where we are based. So as a result, we are much more likely to appear in the map pack when someone types in something to do with flooring in Richmond. This is how you rank in the map pack, and it's super, super crucial. You make sure you cover both elements. Another way you can use Bright Local to find citations is to go to Clients and Locations up here. And then you want to go to View the Dashboard. And you want to scroll down to where it says Citations. Wait for the information to populate. And you want to click View Full Report at the top. So this is the same screen we viewed when we was doing a citation audit earlier on in the course. So as you'll see, it will list all the citations you currently have. You'll notice there's some rows that are blank as well. So for example, you've got local just dial. If you look to the right, this one, for example, for just dial, you'll see there's a plus sign which says get citation. If you actually click this plus sign, what it will do, it will redirect you to a page where you can actually sign up for just dial and actually get a citation. So you put in your company name. So it'd be Level Finish, for example. You put in the city, which would be Richmond. You put in your first and last name, you put in the mobile number, your landline number, you click submit. And what will happen, you will get your website listed on Just Dial, which will be a mention, which will count as a citation. So there's 2 ways you can use Bright Local to do this. And like I said in the previous video, is Bright Local does come with a 14-day free trial. So if you time it right, you can actually do all of this for free. There's another tool which people tend to use, which is called Whitespark. Whitespark is a paid tool. It costs $20 per month. To be fair, you can get a lot of the same results from Bright Local, so we typically use Bright Local. However, I'll show you this anyway. So what you're going to do is head over to lcf.whitespark.ca/search. This will take you to this page. You will need to sign up for a free account, which just gives you really basic information. But to be fair, to get any real information like you can actually work with, so tangible information, you will need a pro account. I don't have a pro account as we use Bright Local. However, I'm going to show you this anyway. So what you're going to do is head over to this page, select your country, which for me would be United States, enter your location, which would be Richmond, Virginia, enter your key phrase. So for me, it would be flooring, as I'm a flooring contractor. Just keep it generic. Select your final search phrase. So again, your search phrase is going to be a variation of your location and your key phrase. So I've got flooring Richmond, I've got Richmond flooring. I would just leave it as it is and not adjust that. Assign your search to a project, just click no project or skip that. It is optional. If you don't go for the pro account, it's probably not worth doing anyway. And simply click search. What this will do now is going to email you a list of citation opportunities that is found. So you get an email like this. It will say, we found 186 potential citation opportunities. Or for me, it's found 186. For you, it might find more or less. You want to click view your results, and what it will do, it will open up a new tab and it will list 186 citation opportunities. So these will be the ones down here. And like I said, as I have the free account, can't actually see the actual listings, but just do bear in mind, a lot of them will be exactly the same as you get from Bright Local. If you did want to see all of them, again, you need to upgrade to the pro, and it'll be exactly the same process. You can copy them, go over to your spreadsheet, list them down, and then go out and get your business listed. And that is simply how you get your business listed on loads of directories, and how you find them, and how you understand the different type of directories and citations out there for your business too. Another powerful method you can utilize to find additional citations for your business is to reverse engineer the competition using SEMrush. So the great thing about a typical citation is it normally consists of three components, which is the business name, the address, and the phone number. However, what's also great about citation is it will normally contain a link to the website as well. So you can see in this example for Level Finish, there's a button right here which says visit website. If we open that in a new tab, you will see this Mansard listing. So this citation will actually link to levelfinish.com. So you can see it's just redirected now to levelfinish.com. So SEMrush actually has a feature where you can plug in a website and it will show you all the backlinks that are linking to that website. So essentially all of the citations that site has. So knowing this, we can be a little bit clever. We can go over to Google and plug in a keyword we want to be on page 1 for, such as carpet installation, Richmond, Virginia. We can then scroll down to the map pack, which is this section right here, and we can look at the websites that are there and then look at the backlinks they have, aka see all the citations they have. So I'm going to ignore the top one, which is flooring RVA, only because it's an ad. We want to be analyzing the websites that are there organically, as we know they are there from the SEO efforts and what they're doing behind the scenes. So for example, the top site I should be analyzing is going to be Sunrise Carpet and Vinyl. So the first thing I want to do is hover over website and then copy link address, go back to SEMrush, and paste in the URL at the top. Once that's done and the information is loaded, you want to click the number which appears under backlinks. So for me, in my situation, or in my scenario even, the number is 145. Once you click that number, the page will then redirect to the whole page dedicated to backlinks. So now this is listing out all the backlinks this Sunrise Carpet domain has. So all I need to do is scroll through all the backlinks and open them in a different tab. So I've got one from, I think it was retail flooring stores. I've got retail flooring stores again, so I'm going to ignore that. You want to try and go for unique ones. So retail flooring stores, zip to biz, that's a unique one. Let's open that as well. Let's open store info. Let's open this one as well. Official websites, let's open this one. Do bear in mind that not every link you see here will be a citation. Some could just be mentions of this site in a different website as well, which we refer to as a standard link. But anyway, let's open all of these now. So let's start with this one. So you can see this is retailflooringstores.com. And by the looks of it, it lists out loads of flooring sites in Richmond. So we've got one there, we've got another one in Richmond. We've got specified tile and covering. We've got gym jetters. So I did a Control F to find Sunrise, which you can see as well. So Sunrise are listed on this site. So what we can now do is actually go out and get our site listed on this directory as well. For example, here's another one, Zip to Biz. You can see the whole page is about Sunrise and carpet. So now we can actually go out and get our company listed here too. We've got this one, which is storeinfo.net. And if you look closely, you've got the company name, we've got the postcode, the address, the phone number, and the link to the website, which is obviously how we found them. So essentially what we're doing now, we're going to compile a massive list of all of these sites. All these citations our competition have, we're going to go out and build them for our site too. The reason why this is so powerful is because when you essentially type in a keyword into Google, Google is essentially showing you their hand. They're showing you what they like to see on page 1. So if the sites in position 1, 2, and 3 all have citations from website A, B, and C, all we need to do is go out and get links from A, B, and C, and 2 and follow suit. This way you know you're following a proven strategy. It's such a powerful strategy, guys, and I highly recommend you always, as part of your SEO strategy and any site you want to build links to. If you're running short on time or would simply like to outsource the whole citation building process, then this is the company I'd recommend. SEO Builder. That's SEObuilder.com. Once you land on a home page, you're probably going to see something pretty similar to this, but do bear in mind this page might change ever so slightly over time. So once you're on the home page, you want to go over to this option, Citation Building Packages. And as you can see, we have 3 main packages. We have small, medium, and large, and the last one is simply a monthly citation service. So I recommend this company for 3 main reasons. The first reason is the fact that they offer 3 different packages, so small, medium, and large. Whilst this might seem quite obvious, it's actually really helpful when it comes to local SEO, as typically the size of the city you are targeting determines the amount of citations you require. For example, if you're targeting a massive city such as New York, then you're going to go up against more businesses, and as a result, you're going to face more competition, which means you're going to require more citations. Where on the other hand, if you're targeting a really small city, you won't need 135 citations, which is what the large package offers you. You can easily get away with just 35 citations. The second reason why I recommend these guys is because they actually produce a free citation audit in every single package. We have a free citation audit here in the small, we have another one in the medium package, and we have another one in the large package. Now, if you watched a video of me performing a citation audit earlier on in this section of the course, you would have noted that it can be a bit time consuming. So the fact that every package comes with a free citation audit is very helpful. The third and the most important reason why I recommend these guys is because they build 3 different types of citations. You can see we have a mix of generic, niche, and geo-specific citations. And to rank in Google, you need all 3 types of these citations. So your generic citations would be your listings on Yelp and Yellow Pages. Your niche relevant citations would be listings on niche relevant websites, and your geo-specific citations would be citations on directories which are all relevant to your local area. So the fact that every package, is small, medium, and the large, all come with all 3 types of citations is a massive thumbs up from me.